Good morning, guys. So I am in the airport on my way back to LA from being in New York for the VMAs. So I had the craziest experience. So let me share this with you guys. Long story made very, very short. I was staying at the Westin in Times Square on 43rd and 8th, and an employee used a master key, went into my hotel room, stole my Galaxy Note 8 that I had charging on my nightstand and my City National debit card. Now initially, so this has been missing all day, and initially I thought maybe I was rushing getting ready, I misplaced it, I may have left it in Kale's room, I don't know. So I call the phone company, I put just a temporary hold on the account, I call the bank, I put a temporary hold on my debit card, and I come back from the VMAs and I'm packing, getting ready to come back, and I realize like my shit's really gone. So I log in, I download the T-Mobile app on this iPhone, and I log in, and literally it shows my phone leaving my hotel room at 3:17 p.m. Eastern Time, while I was downstairs in Kale's room having my makeup touched up, and getting on the subway, traveling 9.3 miles for 47 minutes, walking a quarter mile for 10 minutes to a store called Ken Wireless, 868 East Tremont Avenue in the Bronx. So I'm staying in a hotel where staff goes into my room and steals from me, then takes my phone to a wireless store to sell it. Now, what's so crazy about it is the employee that I'm almost certain stole it was an elderly woman. She had been knocking on my door. Well, actually, she only knocked one time. My alarm clock on my iPhone went off this morning at 9 a.m. I fell back asleep. She tried to use her master key to come in at 10 o'clock this morning, an hour later, and I know it because at 10:03, I text my makeup artist to see if she was on her way. She said she would be there at 12:30. I laid there for a minute, and I got up, brushed my teeth, washed my face. I was on the phone. I walked across the street from my hotel to get Starbucks. Then I went to get pasta from this other place. Walked back to my hotel. My cousin Asia came up to my room at 12:24 p.m. We went downstairs. We went back upstairs. So at this point, I have my room key. We went back upstairs. This story gets really interesting, guys. Watch this. Mind you, 2 more times. Let me back up. So she uses her master key to come in my room at 10 o'clock, the housekeeper. The bolt is on my door. So I take the bolt off. I open the door. She asked me if I want service. I said no.
I'm confused about our shows.
After that, she says, well, do you need anything? I said, I need a new floor mat, 2 new bath towels, 2 new hand towels, 2 new face rags. We trade.
Like, okay, Big Brother's on.
So she says, well, if you don't want service, put the do not disturb sign on. I said, well, I don't see it. I couldn't find it. She opens the closet, and my jewelry's at the top of the closet. And she says, oh, this water's free. Oh, here, let me give you another one. She kind of looks around the room, so I kind of give her one of these, and I'm like, it's okay, thank you. She leaves. I get dressed. I go to Starbucks. I go get pasta. I come back. I eat. I let my cousin Asia in the room. We go downstairs. We go across the street to the liquor store. I buy a Red Bull. She smokes a cigarette. We go back upstairs. I get in the shower. I wait for my makeup artist to come up, and we let the makeup artist up around 3 o'clock. So I'm sitting in the chair. She uses her master key, and she comes in my room. She doesn't knock. My makeup artist boyfriend basically told her, like, you can't just come in here. So we put the bolt on the door. Bro, she's come to my room at this point 4 or 5 times without knocking. After she helped me put the do not disturb sign on the door. So now I feel some type of way. Like, it's a little weird. So I go down to Kale's room. And then I dropped my makeup case off because I was getting makeup touch-ups, but she wasn't done in the chair. I go downstairs to use the phone. Somebody stops me and she's like, oh, I love your show. I love you. You're so pretty. Can I give you a hug? Mind you, I'm on the phone. I have my earphones in. Back up. Before she asked me for the hug, she says, oh, are you staying at the hotel? I said, yeah. She said, oh, I work here. I said, okay, nice to meet you. Are you leaving today? This is what her asking me. No, I leave tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to take care of you. So I say to the person I'm on the phone with, like, what does she mean she's going to take care of me? She doesn't know my room number, nothing. I get back up to Kale's room, and I get ready to empty my pockets. I don't have a room key. So I'm like, okay, clearly I dropped the room key. But no, I'm really organized. Like, this is the Westin in Times Square, bro. This is not like a janky hotel. So I'm like, okay, I can't find the key, whatever. Well, Kale had a spare key to my room. So she gives me the spare key. So I go upstairs, and I realize my phone is gone. I'm thinking maybe I left my key in my room, whatever. So I'm looking around, no key, no cell phone, no debit card. So now I'm like, okay, am I tripping? Was I moving too fast? Switching from this purse to the VMA clutch, like I can't keep up. So I don't think anything of it. I call the bank. I put a temporary block thinking I've just misplaced it. It fell in the luggage. Maybe it's in my backpack. I'll find it. So then I realize I can't find the phone. So I go downstairs and I'm like, okay, this is weird. I tell security, I'm like, did anyone turn in the phone? They ask me for the timeline. They start questioning me. Like, oh, you had people in your room? Yeah, my nigga, I did. One was my whole ass blood relative and the other one has been working for me for 4.5 years. They're not stealing from me. So I kind of let it go. I'm rushing. I'm late at this point. I'm cursing the security out. I get in the car. Don't think anything of it. Come back from the VMAs. Change. Don't have time. Go out to dinner. Come back. Now I'm packing. Got to shower. So now I'm scouring the room. It's not there. So I end up having, after being dismissed by security and the concierge all day, I end up having to make a report with the management. They won't show me the cameras. I had to call NYPD. My thing is, it's not about the cell phone. I can replace the cell phone. I'm staying at this hotel, and someone has literally gone into my room. Oh, I filed a police report. Somebody has literally gone into my hotel room and stolen my belongings. I don't give a good goddamn if that phone cost me $5 fucking. What are you doing in my hotel room touching and taking my things? The only reason they didn't get my jewelry was because it was already in the makeup case that I took down to Kale's room. Something told me don't leave the jewelry. Right, Rico? It was a setup from the staff for sure. I feel like them two little bitches were in cahoots. And you don't even need my room key at that point, because the chick that kept coming in was an elderly lady, short, about 5'1", 5'2", older lady, really not unsuspecting, but I felt weird because she kept sticking her head in. She wasn't knocking. She was just using her master key and coming in.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to finish straight.
No, I'm posting this on my iPhone.
You guys have, well, we're going to need the ID and the boarding pass one more time.
So my thing is, like, don't. And so then I go on the T-Mobile app, bitch. How about I track my phone? 3:17 p.m. the phone leaves the Westin. They get on the subway, travel for 47 minutes. They get off the subway, walk a quarter mile for 10 minutes, and they end up at 868 East something. East Trenton in the Bronx. A phone store called Ken Wireless.
When we get there, we have to find out how to get to the bus depot for the car.
So I've had no rest. Like, got in from eating after the VMAs at like 1. I didn't get back up to my room till after 3. It wasn't even an iPhone. I'm on live with you guys on the iPhone. It was my Galaxy Note 8. Sold it, right, Rico? Sold it. But the crazy part is, nigga, we tracked it. I have the IMEI. I reported it stolen to the, like, it doesn't matter. I don't care about the phone. When I land, guess what I do? I get another one. It's not deep. Like, the phone is not the issue. The issue is you went in my room and you took my shit. So my flight doesn't even take off till 7-something. I didn't even feel safe in my room packing and showering when I was done making my police report. I canceled the debit card altogether, and I bank with this fancy ass bank. So canceling your debit card, you don't just get a new debit card. You gotta go into the bank, close your accounts, and open new ones. And it's a hassle. Just to get an account at this bank, you gotta fill out an application. You have to be approved by the entertainment department. You have to be assigned an account manager. You have to pay your taxes. You have to keep a minimum balance of like 5 bands. Like, it's not easy. I'm not, and what I told the cop is, I'm not complaining, I'm blessed. Most people wouldn't be able to do this. Most people don't have money to, like, I get it. But at the same time, I don't travel with an entourage. I don't travel with security. I don't ever put anybody down. I don't ever make anybody feel like I'm better than them. At the end of the day, I feel like, for the most part, people don't really fuck with me because I fuck with the people. You feel me? Like, I was in New Orleans. I walked through Bourbon Street by myself. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like when you walk around like you're too good, that's when people start fucking with you. Like, niggas just want to show you you're not as big and bad as you think you are. So, but when people feel like you're real, and you, not even like that, but just like you're a real person, and you don't hold yourself at a higher esteem than you would hold any other human being, I feel like that's when, you know, you really get love from the people. When you fuck with the people don't fuck with you. You feel me? So, see, Des, if you saw me in New Orleans, if you stopped me and spoke to me, then I speak. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I have a bad day. Sometimes I'll just beeline, but I never mistreat anybody. So for me, I just feel like, what if I was somebody who, the way they treated me initially, when I made the report, they treated me like I was lying. Like I had shady people in my room that would steal from me. They dismissed me. Oh yeah, give us your number and your room number and we'll look into it. That was it. It wasn't until I got back from the VMAs and I had to really go slightly apeshit on niggas for them and call the police for them to take me seriously. It was like, oh, poor little black girl. In all honesty, that's how I felt. Like, and then I start using big words and this, that, and the third, and they're like, well, maybe. Like, what do you mean maybe? Like, oh, maybe you misplaced it. No. I don't drink. Well, I've started trying to drink recently. I don't smoke weed. I don't do no drugs. I'm very organized. I know where everything is. I travel way too often. I pack light. Like, I knew my phone was on the nightstand. The debit card was on the nightstand. I had my other debit card and my license in my pocket because I had gone to the liquor store to get a Red Bull. I used one for travel expenses, City Nationals, where I keep the major money. So at the end of the day, like, that was just whack to me. Like, I actually ended up crying because I felt like niggas just dismissed me all day. I gotta sit here. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna land. I'm gonna go film. I'm gonna go pick up my kid up tomorrow, and I'm gonna do the same shit all over again. I don't have time to be sitting in the goddamn phone store, and now I'm not even gonna have time to go sit in the bank and handle my shit. No, I've had no sleep. I was on a red eye. I landed in New York Sunday morning. I got super sick on my flight, actually. I almost passed out, so I have to go see my doctor when I get back. Something's definitely up. I ended up getting super sick the last 30, 45 minutes of the flight. I actually spent the last 30 minutes in the laboratory. Landed, sat in traffic, got to the West End, checked in, dropped off my stuff, went to go pick up my BMA credentials. Well, showered, got dressed, got something to eat because I hadn't eaten because I was sick on the plane, went and picked up my credentials, came back, went to sleep, realized I forgot deodorant, and I needed double stick tape. So I walked to Times Square because I was right there. I was literally 2 blocks. Ate, got some deodorant, got some double stick, and went back to my room, watched a movie, ate my food, went to sleep, woke up, and literally it's been a madhouse all day running around for VMAs and stuff like that. Came back from the VMAs, switched clothes, grabbed a bite to eat, came back, packed, realized my shit was gone, and then I dealt with the police. Till 3 o'clock this morning. Went upstairs. So, mind you, my flight doesn't even take off till 7:30. I was out that bitch at 3:55. Requested my car at 3:55 to come to JFK. Just because I felt safer in the goddamn airport than I felt in the hotel. That's what I'm saying. Fuck love, I'm paid. That's how I feel. What if I weren't me? Everybody's like, oh, you can't walk around by yourself anymore. And I'm like, fuck that. That's so corny to me to walk around with security or walk around with a whole bunch of friends, or I don't like stuff like that. And I feel like stuff like that brings more attention. But now I feel like I've gone to Baltimore, DC, New Orleans, I've gone some hood shit in the back, and I never, ever, if the venue provides security, fine, but I let people into my section, I give out shots, all of that, and now I just feel you guys obviously watch the show, I could be a real bitch at times, but when that lady kept coming in my room, I almost cursed her out, and I didn't, and now I feel like I should have been more, you know what I'm saying, when that lady asked to give me a hug outside the hotel, telling me she works here, when am I checking out, she's gonna take care of me, can I give you a hug, I should have been no. You know what I mean? But I didn't. And I probably should have. And now it sucks because it changes it for everybody else, the people who aren't out to get me. Now I'm I'm paranoid.
What state are you going to? You switched the state?
Paranoid as fuck. And I am mindful. What do you mean should have been more mindful? My gut told me something wasn't right. I ignored it. I felt like I'm tripping. I'm overthinking it. Don't trip. So once I really played everything back in my mind, I really feel like them 2 little bitches were in cahoots. I feel like this is what they do. They go in the rooms, they swear how they treat everybody else that this happens to. And I feel like people just get discouraged and they probably have insurance on their phones and they're like, fuck it, I'll just go get another phone, or I'll, report it stolen, or whatever the case may be. And I feel like nobody ever presses the issue. But when I really pressed the issue, because it dawned on me an employee used a master key, came into my room and took my shit. That's whack. And then it dawned on me, this is what they do, so I'm definitely not the first. So I filed an official police report. The hotel is launching an internal investigation. They're getting with their hotel director, and my attorney will be in touch with legal as soon as she wakes up on the West Coast. My business manager's moving my money. I'm not fucking around. Fuck the phone.
Well, you're not
Somebody, the Love and Hip Hop Tea, somebody broke into my hotel room at the Westin and stole my phone and my debit card. Well, an employee used a master key.
Earlier, but that's how it is. Cameras, no conception of time. And everything over there is that and the store. Yeah.